Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently.
And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive, first play of the game, and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
So the Texas State Bobcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open, he makes it happen himself, now set up with a great scoring opportunity with first and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pass on second down. Touchdown, Texas State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Davis looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They're working that left side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the tight end. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, UT San Antonio!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas State. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Davis will throw. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Nah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer.
What a snag by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
The expressway is wide open, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Davis looking to pass. Right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Jenkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The corners are walked up tight. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Simpson.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes a grab, and he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try the right side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This is such a hard area to have success as an offense. I mean, you're backed up near your own end zone. What you really want is just any kind of space. Like, can I get some breathing room? But again, I know this is a defense too. I know you're trying to get out of there, so I'm playing the run really, really hard. I'm sticking to the wide receivers out wide. Nice job, but hey, you didn't give up a...
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
That guy is so much fun to watch. He rips off another big run. I'll tell you, the identity of this offense is their ability to get it done on the ground. Had over 100 yards rushing in their last game. They're already over that mark, and we're only in the first half.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. fast motion from the offense. Davis will throw. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Roadrunners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to NC State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room, it's Jenkins. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. He'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcat. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Davis looking to pass. They're trying to get to him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's awesome. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The fair catch called for and made. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
he's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the...
Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
he does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, UTSA! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Personal
They
foul.
add the extra point to finish the drive.
Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now,
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
and that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contained. Keep those ends outside.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Simpson. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Off to the races to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And the defense doing work. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Number 19, field goal.
Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the run to start this second half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. They'll go right back to him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. It's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
He makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Davis will throw. He's going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. 1st down for this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They move the tight end all over. Wants to fire on 2nd down.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the play on third down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Davis looking to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Coming after it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10.
I would love to see him tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And the Roadrunners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, UTSA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this? It's a strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell. Saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner goes down. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of 1st downs. I need 2. I need 2 1st downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Can anyone catch him? Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And he's touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Buys a little extra time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together, but the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line
looking deep. Got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Vanderbilt. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Coming up on second down as they try to hold this lead. Off the play fake. He makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Allen.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his...
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Davis will throw. He's got it down the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And it should be very doable for this offense to pick up a couple of inches, get the first down, and put away the game. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late. You're thinking they're going to run it. We got to get bodies in line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough space. Touchdown, UTSA! And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They get to him as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been